Alright guys, what's going on? Kirk here from MotoGear TV. Thank you for tuning in to another episode as usual. Now today, I figured it was the right time to get things started with the BMW M2 as far as modifications. Now there's a couple of things you can actually do to make the car stand out more. Some of them can be expensive and others can be pretty budget friendly. Today, I'm actually going to be focusing on 3 quick and simple mods that you can do to enhance the overall look of your BMW M2. These mods, in my opinion, I picked up myself, will be able to enhance the overall look by not doing too much but doing just enough to give the car an overall better and more sleeker look. So these modifications we're actually going to be doing on the exterior and also one on the interior. So stay tuned and let's get started. Alright, and as you guys can see, the car is nice and clean. No, I won't lie to you, it's pollen season right now. It has been pretty difficult to keep the car clean, but thankfully today we're able to get it washed. The black sapphire metallic paint is pretty nice, kind of going with the all blacked out theme, and you guys are going to be able to see exactly how the mods that I'm choosing are going to tie into this overall theme. So with the 3 things I chose, I kind of wanted to get things that were simple, cost effective, but make the overall look of the car better. Alright, so the first mod I want to tackle is actually regarding the emblem at the back. It's all chrome. Because we're kind of going with the all black theme, I thought, hey, why not just change the emblems? So I got some satin black M2 emblems. Now these are slightly bigger than the stock ones, only slightly. We're going to be taking these off and swapping them out. I think the satin black is going to give it a nice look, especially against the gloss black paint. We're going to give it some contrast, so even though it's going to be blacked out, you'll still be able to see it. Now there's actually a couple of things you're going to need to get the emblem off. Fishing wire, a heat gun just to heat up the emblem to get the glue nice and soft so it's easier to pull off. You're going to need some painter's tape to make sure that the current emblem is lined off so you know where to put the new emblem, and also you're going to need a microfiber towel to remove any excess residue as well as some alcohol. Alright, so just taped it off with some painter's tape. We actually made sure to line it up from the bottom and also the side. Reason being why we chose this side over this side is because the size of the emblem, we didn't want it to start from here and then it pushes all the way out closer to the tail lights. So we'd figure to have it more uniform and have it start from here and go inwards. Next step for us right now, we're just going to heat up the surface with the heat gun. Now you don't want to apply too much heat to it, you just want to make sure that the emblem is loose enough so you can use the fishing wire to take it off. Alright, so the next step is to use the fishing wire. We're going to be going up and down, and when you're doing it as well, you want to be pulling it towards you. You want to make sure that you're not scratching the paint. Now this is a fairly new car, so it should be pretty easy to take it off. Okay, that's one. And I said pull towards you. Now in getting off some of the excess tape, you can use the heat gun just to heat it up a little bit to make it peeling off a little bit easier. Alright, so next step we're just going to use some glue gun. This is a pretty good tool to kind of remove any sticky residue. So we're just going to apply a little bit on this towel and just rub it. Just trying to get off most of the excess. It's going to break it down, and then after that we can hit it with a microfiber towel. So we'll just spread some water just to finish up the rest of it, and as you guys can see, it's pretty clean. Next step is just to put on the emblem and we're done. Alright, so just to show you guys, you can kind of see that it's matte based on seeing it through the clear wrap. Right now we're going to try to get the emblem on the sticky side and peel off the back and then just apply it straight. Alright, this is the part where I have to be super careful. Alright, and there you guys have it, satin black emblem, and I must say it does give the car a nice look. Very clean in my opinion compared to the chrome. Against the glossy paint with the satin finish, very clean. Really happy with it. Right now we're going to move on to the next mod, and that's going to be in the front of the car. Alright, so as I mentioned to you guys, we're going to be addressing some of the easy mods that you guys can do to enhance the look of your car. And one of the things we wanted to address is the orange reflector. This is something that some people may like or not. Me personally, I'd rather see it blacked out. They do have the paint match reflectors that you can buy, but those are like $200. So an easy solution for this, if you don't want to buy the reflectors, is some vinyl wrap. So this is some gloss black 3M vinyl wrap that I got online. Right now what we're going to do, we're just going to wrap the reflectors. Hopefully it should be pretty close to black on the car, and if it doesn't really match up properly, it's cheap enough that we can always reverse it. So we're going to try it out and see if it works. Alright, now this process is fairly simple. All you really need is just some alcohol and some soap and water to clean off the surface. You need a stencil knife as well, and if you have a heat gun, that can also help to make sure that the vinyl goes on properly. Just take your time and you should be fine. Alright, and as you guys can see, we're finished covering the reflectors. Definitely gives the car a very nice clean look compared to the orange. As I showed you guys on this side as well, gives it a more cleaner look. And this is just a simple mod you guys can do, anybody can do really, once you have patience and the time. Alright, so the last mod we're going to be tackling today is actually going to be on the interior of the car, and this one has to do with the pedals. Now I picked these up online from Amazon. These are actually metal pedal covers that are actually going to match the footbed in the car. This is something I think BMW should have done from the factory, honestly. Super cheap. This piece comes in two parts, one for the brake and one for the gas. It was under $30, and I think it definitely is going to enhance the overall look of the interior of the car as well. So let's sit down inside the car and show you how it's done. Alright, so moving into the interior, as I mentioned before, these are the stock pedals, and this is what the footbed looks like. As I mentioned, I think they should have really had it matching all through, but there's a simple fix for that, and it's with this. So these are actually just covers that you can put over it. So this one is for the gas, and then this one is for the brake. It's definitely going to match the current one right there. Pretty simple. All you need to do is just remove the rubber ones that are right there, and then pretty much just slide them on. Simple as that. Also, I think this can work for other BMW models as well, such as the 3 Series or your regular 2 Series. So it's pretty universal. As I said before, I'm going to leave a link for all of this in the description. Now the installation of both these pieces is pretty straightforward. For the gas pedal, all you have to do is basically slip it on over. There's no rubber cover currently on it. And for the brake pedal, you're going to have to remove this rubber cover. You can use a screwdriver or your hand, and then you're just going to slide this side on from the bottom left all the way to the top right. Just going to clean it off, get off any of the excess dirt on it. Yeah, I think it's as simple as that. Now to take off this one, as I said, you can either use a flathead or you can just use your hand. Yeah, comes off like that. Alright, so for the brake pedal, it's a little bit different. You have to actually start from one side to the next. So we're going to start from the bottom, slipping it on, and then making sure that this rubber lip comes over the top. I will be honest, this is not easy. From what I can see on the instructions, it says if you're having a hard time to put it on, you can either put it in some hot water or heat it up or add some soap to the edge to slip it on. So alright, we're going to make an attempt and try it a different way and see if it works. We're going to try and slip on the top and then slip on the base after and see if that works, because this has a bigger lip, so we'll see. I think it's on. Yeah. Alright, that's it. She's solid. From right here, it definitely looks like something that should have been from factory. Now, for those of you who are interested in getting it, you guys can spend more money and get the original one, or you can spend $30 and get this one. It's really up to you. So just in case you guys want to have an option for both, you guys can choose. Alright, so I want to thank you guys again for taking in this quick little video of some of the simple mods that you can do to enhance your M2. Now these mods you can actually do on any BMW. For me personally, it does make a big difference on the car itself. And if you want the link for any of the products we used in today's video, they'll be in the description as I said before. But for now, I think I'm going to close off the vlog. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, and until the next episode, we're out.